Long ago, in a faraway kingdom, a great celebration filled the royal palace. The king and queen were overjoyed, for on that blessed day, their beautiful daughter was born. They announced a grand feast, inviting every fairy in the land to come and bless the child with gifts, wisdom, and magic. One by one, the fairies entered the golden hall. They showered the baby princess with blessings, beauty, kindness, grace, and even a touch of magic. At last, the fairy queen of the distant realm stepped forward. She kissed the child softly, and whispered a blessing that no one else could hear. But when the queen of the land whispered to her lady-in-waiting, saying, "That was no blessing, only a kiss," the fairy queen heard her. Though insulted, she remained calm. And then she declared her curse. "One day, this princess will be bound to marry the prince without light." The king and queen trembled in fear. What power could resist such a curse? To protect their daughter, the king built a high tower inside an enchanted walled garden. Only sunlight could reach inside. There, the princess grew up, lonely and longing to see the world beyond. She read fairy tales day after day. Her favorite was Rapunzel, for she too was trapped in a tower. One moonlit night, the fairy queen appeared again, shimmering like silver light. "My child," she said softly, "your destiny cannot be avoided. To find your future, you must leave this tower." She handed the princess a pouch of glowing stones. "Remember, magic works only for those who use it with courage." That very night, a fog covered the garden. The gates glowed with light, opening wide. The princess stepped outside for the first time, arms wide open beneath the moon. She whispered, "This world, it's beautiful." But danger soon followed. In the forest, hunters aimed their arrows at a frightened deer. The princess stepped forward, fearless. "Stop. Do not harm it." At that moment, a young prince arrived on horseback, his armor shining under the moon. He watched her bravery in awe. From that day, they traveled together. Through rivers, mountains, and villages, they brought help wherever it was needed. And with each step, their bond grew stronger. But in the shadows, the evil sorcerer watched. He lured them into his hut of charms and candles. With a wave of his hand, the prince turned to stone. The princess cried out, but the magic did not touch her. Remembering the fairy queen's gift, she pressed a glowing stone to the prince's chest. Light cracked across his body, melting the stone away. He lived again. And in that moment, statues of villagers all around them began to awaken too. The sorcerer screamed as golden sunlight filled the chamber. His body hardened, turned to stone forever. The people were free. Back at the palace, the prince knelt before the king and queen. "I love your daughter. Let me stand by her side." The queen gasped. The king hesitated. "But she is cursed," he said. The prince smiled. "They call me the prince without light, because I bring hope into darkened hearts." The fairy queen appeared once more, glowing with radiant light. The queen of the land knelt in apology. The fairy queen placed her hand gently on her shoulder and said, "Even curses can be blessings, if met with love and courage." Soon after, the kingdom celebrated a wedding. The princess, radiant in her sparkling gown, walked toward the prince in shining silver armor. Flower petals rained from the sky. Bells rang. Villagers cheered. And so, the fearless-hearted princess and the prince without light were bound together in love. Their kingdom prospered, filled with hope, courage, and light.